You're my sweetest addiction, you're my strongest inspiration, and I love you. It's true, there's no mountain I could not climb as long as you are mine, and I thank you for being you. I'll be your best friend.
Hello, this is Albi. Welcome back to my channel. The part of the story that I'm going to share with you today is a bit emotional because I remember my grandfather. I really respect my grandfather, and making a vlog about him is my way of telling him that I really care, and I'm very thankful, and he will be always in my heart. So be with me, guys, and keep listening to my story. Thank you. So the first time I went with my grandfather to the farm was the best time of my life. I felt so free. One Saturday, my grandfather said, "Get ready, we will go to the farm." I had some snacks, water, hat, jacket, and a radio. One thing I like about my grandfather's farm was it was fenced. There were chickens in there, roaming free. The farm was a bit hilly with many coconut trees surrounding the area. And the best thing, there was a spring down below leading to a brook. I could hear the water gurgling from underground, and the water during that time was potable. I used to spread a thick blanket on the ground under the shades of fruit trees and lie down there listening to the radio. Sometimes grandfather would allow me to sow some corn seeds with his gentle reminders not to sow them very close to each other. Then grandfather thought of the idea of building me a small farmhouse made of wood, bamboo, and nipa leaves. I was very happy. That was the first time I saw real plants such as sweet potato, cassava, yam, corn, and many vegetables and fruit trees. Grandfather said, "If you need me, just yell." Then until it became a habit for me to go with my grandfather to the farm on the weekends. But when I got a fever due to summer heat, he wouldn't allow me to go with him. My grandfather was the only person who told me stories about World War II. I would say that I learned about this war from a first-hand experienced person. That is my grandfather. So every night after dinner, grandfather would relax on a lazy chair in the patio, and I would sit opposite to him, and I started bombarding him with many questions like an interview. As a kid, I liked asking questions, and I liked people who gave me amazing answers to my questions. Unlike my grandmother, who was easily irked with my questioning and shoved me away, my grandfather was the total opposite. He was never tired of having a conversation with me, telling me stories of the past, our ancestors, and the World War II, most especially the American and Japanese War. These were authentic information, something I never learned from elementary and high school. So that our favorite pastime together before going to bed. You can imagine an 8-year-old kid having a conversation with her grandfather about World War II. This favorite pastime went on until I was in grade 5. I always thought my grandfather was smart. As a kid, I was very comfortable being around my grandfather. I felt very safe being with these guys, my father, my grandfather, my brother. Having bad experiences with my older sister, my grandmother, sometimes my aunt, and the women who gossiped about my mom. I developed indifference towards the female sex. Maybe this is the reason why I like being around with boys and men more than with girls or women, even until now. So that's my story about my grandfather. And thank you guys for taking your time to listen to my story. And God bless. Until next time.
You're my sweetest you're my strongest inspiration, and I love you. It's true, there's no